There you go.
So, top 3 cons to attend, or top 3 cons to table at?
Table or 10, whichever you prefer.
Okay, well, I could do a little bit of both. For starters, the dynamic is a little bit different now with Spring Con and Fall Con, but that's a really good place to start because usually they provide free tables. Since COVID, they've charged for tables, I think, but it really hasn't been as much as some of the other cons, so it's really a nice place to start in terms of being able to experiment with your table, being able to sort of like gauge what you could do like as a creator to talk to your audience.
Okay. Alright. So that's the best one you recommend? Are those the best ones you recommend?
That's just one.
Okay.
2D Con is really fun. They have a bunch of arcade games, so if you're really into making video game art, then I recommend tabling at that one. And then I would say Convergence, pretty big.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. But in terms of attending, like if you want to attend some really fun cons, like I said, 2D Con, really fun for playing all the games. They had like a whole room devoted to like do they call them cabinet games? Yeah, there's those. They have like some systems set up on tables there, and then there's like a bunch of creators that have like a vast array of like really cool content. So that was cool. Convergence, sort of a party con. So if you're looking for a good time, go there. And then Anime Detour is pretty good too.
Okay. Top 3 conventions as a business person would you recommend to someone that wants to get into a convention?
Into the business.
Yeah, like your top 3 conventions.
My top 3 conventions right now is...
And it can be anywhere.
The tattoo conventions are nice. They get tattoos, they got money on hand. Number 2, Rib Fest or any food convention. Because they get the munchies and they want to eat something and they have money on hand. And number 1 has to be TC Con. Passionate fans, money on hands, ready to go.
Alright. Recommendations for a convention, they're a beginner. Like,
they're a beginner?
Yeah.
Anime Fusion's a pretty good convention. It's small, low-key, easy to navigate. The crowd's really friendly. Twin Cities Con has been great so far. There's just a huge amount of people here, a lot of variety. And then also, I would have to say Anime Detour is one that's in the springtime that's local to the area. And it's also a good kind of go to, mostly because the community is also really large there. Those are the 3 that I got here in the cities for you.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Hold on. Let me get this set up. Go.
Wait, Mr. 2D Con, Mr. 2D Con.
No, don't make me morning things.
Come on.
Don't make me
Top
morning
3
things.
conventions
No, it's too
in
early.
Minnesota?
In general. It could be
2D Con.
worldwide anywhere.
Well, obviously 2D Con if you're a gamer.
Okay, that's fine. Yo, what's your other
Okay, we
2?
have an eavesdropper back here, so you might need to like pop over there next. Yeah.
Okay, 2D Con's 1.
2D Con if you're a gamer, like for sure. Anime Detour was my very first convention, and I recommend that to everybody.
And your third one?
And you get to pick the third one.
Oh, Twin Cities Con.
Twin Cities Con.
The top 3 conventions I've done are probably New York Comic Con, Anime NYC, and Galaxy Con, Minneapolis.
Go.
Well, I'm trying to think.
Oh, go ahead. Make it realistic.
Yeah. Crypticon is the first one.
Definitely.
This one's been
Twin
pretty
Cities
good.
Con.
Yeah, we like this one.
Yeah, the second year of this is just so much more than last year. So yeah.
And what's the third one?
And I'm gonna cheat and say I'm hopping in the time machine and going back to when Spring Con and Fall Con were at the St. Paul Fairgrounds. Those were great. So
I see.
Those are the 3.
Go. You go.
San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, and Dragon Con in Atlanta. Those are the 3. And Celebration, Star Wars Celebration, anytime they're around.
Yes. See, I ain't thought about that one. Anyone else? Y'all got a top 3?
I got a Pocono face.
Are we talking? If we're talking Minnesota, it's probably Convergence.
Hold on, say it again.
Convergence, Anime Detour, Anime Fusion. would be the three, and Video Game Music Con, VGM Con. There's so many here. Like,
Texas, that was really huge.
Oh, it's Texas convention.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but it was huge. They had all the Smallville people there. We just did a booth at SuCon, which was super good, and then this one's just 3 times the size, so have to see this one.
All right. So like top 3. Go.
I would go with C2E2 in Chicago. If you're a horror fan, I would definitely go with Flashback Week in Chicago. It's a great fandom for like horror convention fans. And then my third one would be MegaCon in Orlando, Florida. That's really big too. It's a great fandom. So.
I think my top 3 conventions, one of them would be Dragon Con. I think it's a good, like, there's so much variety that I just feel like anyone could find something.
Oh yeah.
If you like tabletop, I really love Gen Con. There's just so many different games, like there's card games, there's just like literally every kind of like physical game possible. And then my third, oh no, there's so many.
Take your time, I mean.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I really like Anime Central. If you really like Anime Central. I mean, for Midwest, I think it's really awesome because it's probably one of the biggest ones around here. Also, just the energy there is really good. It's one of the first cons I went to as just like an attendee, and it was always fun. There's just like a big range of artists there too.
All right. Set, go.
So my favorite top 3 conventions that I go to and vend at would be this one right here. Love this convention. Vend's the best. And Awesome Con in DC is really good. And then I think my other favorite would be 2D Con, which is also here in Minneapolis.